So yeah, outside the field of mineral exploration, what other interests do you have?
From a young age, I've always been interested in natural history, archaeology, and so most of the places I've travelled to, I've also tried to learn about other cultures. And in more recent years, a friend of mine, a geologist, Paul Carter, who I worked with extensively in Ivanhoe, was an avid ornithologist, birdwatcher. So Paul managed to convince me that this was pretty interesting, and he successfully did that. So a lot of my trips, my pleasure trips, are related around nature tours. Wallace and Darwin have been heroes of mine forever, and so every opportunity I have to visit a significant natural history site, I've tried to do. In more recent years, I did a trip to the Galapagos, and there was a fellow living there called Greg Estes. Greg had done his PhD in Cambridge on Darwin, and specifically his diaries. And so I organised a trip to the Galapagos for about 12 days. Greg was the leader of the tour, and he was able to take me to some of the outcrops that Darwin had sketched in his journal of the Beagle. So that was special. Another trip that I really enjoyed was to Iceland, where it was possible to stand on the few exposures that of the mid-Atlantic ridge. I enjoyed that immensely. And there's other trips in general to wildlife areas, national parks, and that's the kind of thing I like to do. It's been, sometimes I wish that I'd started, particularly my bird watching interests, and I will say there's a number of prominent SEG members who are bird watchers, and we often discuss that, but if I'd started earlier, maybe it would have been difficult to balance looking at the ground and at the same time looking at the trees, so yeah, there's a balance there somewhere.